Hello, my name is Jeff Coots. I'm from Jackson Independent, and I received an ARI grant called Lights Camera Action, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's been going on for the last several months. So, let's go ahead and start by talking about what the project was. There's been a whopping 600% increase in the video filming tourism industry since 2015, and that basically spawned this little idea in my mind that we need to help get our kids invested in some other things besides just being straight college driven into I'm going to be a teacher, a doctor, a lawyer. Give them some other alternatives. And my goal was to work with middle school, high school, language arts teachers to start laying this foundation. And what we would do is we would use some of the tools that are already been created online, partially through the Holler, because we've had kids watch the Mevo and also get into digital storytelling. So to use those tools and to make some products and stuff throughout the year. So the first thing that we ended up having to do is we had to purchase some items. For instance, we purchased the Mevo camera. Basically, it's a small recording device that works with your iPad, but what's really unique about it is that you have multiple scenes that you can shoot at one time. So you can actually click on the device and choose what you want to do. We also purchased a green screen with lights, and we were going to try some unique things with that, so to make some productions. So the first thing, of course, like I said, we had to do some training. We did use the Holler. We had their students log in. They watched the videos. We had to watch the Mevo ones to learn how to use the devices. And we also used YouTube also as supplemental material. The first thing, of course, that I wanted to do was I wanted to work with their 7th grade. What was unique, though, that is a little bit different than where I had pictured the grant was I'd walked into her 7th grade STEM class, and they were getting ready to go to KET. To watch and learn about green screen. And I talked to the teacher and I said, we've got a green screen. It'd be a great opportunity once they come back. Let's go ahead and try to get them immersed in that learning. So, of course, I went out. I showed them how to use the Mevo as a whole class demonstration. And then what we did was we set up our recording studio. As you can see here, green screen, lights and stuff. We also, actually, let me go back. We also, in the bottom left-hand corner, set up some recording centers so that students could actually come in and do some editing and stuff. Then I went ahead and did small groups, just brought them in, did some discussion and stuff like that with them on how to use the green screen and how to use like iMovie, QuickTime. And when we did this, we didn't really use the Mevo for this. We built it separate. We actually took the Mondo Pads camera and used it, and it works pretty well. And also some things from students in it. So you see mics and stuff like that. Again, students came in, they worked together. And what happened, this whole little process, it became so much more. And here's the reason why. Remember that I talked about I was going to use it with just middle school and high school. I walked into a kindergarten class, and they wanted me to record some students doing Go Noodle. Well, the thing was, I said, this Mevo is so simple, anyone can use it. So we sat down, had a small kindergarten student. I sit with her for just a few minutes, and within a few minutes, she was recording, making her own content. And that was really impressive to me. It was something that, when I looked at it, I thought, man, that's going to be amazing. So we started there. But then I thought, man, let's take it a little further. Let's train our 7th grade students who went to KET, and let's do what we call train the trainer. So I trained the students in how to use the green screen, how to edit things, how to use AirDrop, and how to do a whole bunch of other tech ideas. And what stemmed from this is other people are using devices that they weren't using, like iPads to record videos and stuff, and taking it to a whole new level. And so really and truthfully, it's all about what the products have been. And I'm so amazed about what we've done this year and accomplished. So first of all, we started out with staff interviews. We thought, hey, let's go this way, route, and then we'd look and see how things are going with our students. And this was more training, of course. We also did a superintendent interview, which was really great because our superintendent, he came over, he did a great interview with the students, and he was very impressed and at the expertise because I wasn't there, and the students, as you notice, have set up everything, and they're running the tools. And so then we've been asked to do some other things outside. So here's a college Gear Up panel where we had former students coming back, and our students use the Mevo in this case because it's mobile, and they actually recorded the students providing information about how they are now or have been in college and help provide those students those, experiences and how to help prep them. We've also started some news productions and stuff. So we've done kindergarten through 4th grade. We've done 7th grade. And these kids are ecstatic. And let me tell you, after you do a couple of these news interviews with these kids, when I was walking up and down the hallway, and this is really touching to me, I had some, I think it was the 2nd grade students that came up, they grabbed my leg and they said, "Mr. Coots, Mr. Coots, Mr. Coots, when can we do it again?" And I knew at that moment, we've got some hooks in these kids and they want to do more. And you can just see the excitement and the joy that these kids are having. And really and truthfully, when you sit down with these kids and you work with them and you're saying, "Hey, you should say this," and they say, "No, I want to say it this way," and this is coming from a 2nd grader, and "Hey, it sounds really good, go ahead and do it." They're taking leadership in those things. And we've been asked to do other things like the kindergarten asked us to do presidents and first ladies. So here, one of our STLP students worked with the kindergarten and their teacher on getting these videos created. Of course, all these videos are either on our website or YouTube page. We had a couple of the girls that have worked so hard throughout this whole process that actually built a video for their ATI application in advanced editing. So instead of just filling out a paperwork, writing a little here's what we're doing, we wanted to show them actually or showcase the skills that we're doing. And we've been asked to help with other things in the school. So there's a thing called Sources of Strength. And this is basically a production that students work on the things that can help them prepare for other issues that are going on in their school. And so they asked the little recording group to actually work together to help make this. And so here's another example, antivirus. Our Gear Up people are working with us to help young people here. It says fight corruption in society by living with character. And it's providing them with these videos. It's like a video, solution. So here they can watch this series. Series is what I was wanting to say, of events, and here's what happens. And then we have this entrepreneurship thing, which is really great because this lady, she's wanting to do her entrepreneurship video, and it's based on this. We wanted to create some videos of the elementary, actually in this case kindergarten, a yearbook. So what she's doing from a high school is she's come down and she said, can I work with her 7th grade teacher and use these students to create those videos? And that's what they're actually working on right now. And then we went actually to the Frankfurt Educator and Success, and we actually had kids going around videotaping using the Mevo and some things there. We did learn, hey, the sound, that's one of the big issues that we have to watch out for, because in that place it was really loud. And so we tried to edit the sound down here and there, but, we had some success, some not. But, it's a learning part. The other thing is we've been, the entrepreneurial thing that, the one lady we talked about earlier, we've had students go out recording it. Here you can see a student working with me. We tried to do a live stream, which worked out all right, but we had some issues. Still working on those things. And we've done some other things like Suesville and things like that, been asked to come and record and things. Just going over some data very quickly. Our watch time has went up unreal. I mean, it's over 200 or 2,000% since the beginning of school. We've had videos from here, our top 10, which is really great data that you can actually see. It tells you in the world where videos are being watched. You can break it down even better. It gives you a list of those. And then here's some cool things. You can break it down like, so for instance, United States, I can break it down in going into Kentucky and seeing, hey, here's some neighboring states watching us and stuff like that. And again, if you click on the state, it actually tells you the videos that they were watching and stuff. So it's amazing that you can also look at the devices and where they're looking at these things. So one of the things here in this little clip here, I see Facebook. And with Facebook here, I see that Kentucky, of course, is the biggest, but then you can see those neighboring things. And this is looking at Facebook, and you can look at YouTube, and you can look at Twitter. And you can also go in here and say, hey, has it been watched on our web page, or are people looking at YouTube that look at these things? And you can see those percentages. And then the last thing that I'll talk about, I believe here, is that it tells you the devices. So when you're building your videos, it's really good to know where to hit those things. So for instance here, I see that, hey, we've had computers that are looking at, and mobile phones, tablets. And if you dive deeper into those, it tells you what type. So for instance, like if I looked at mobile phones, it would tell us that the iOS phones, which are Apple, are the highest. So try to build your content to your viewer. So any questions? If you do, contact me, Jeff Coots, at Jackson Independent School District, and I'll try to answer your questions the best that I can. Thank you and have a great day.